catch 'em all.
Alright guys, so the big kid in me likes this item a lot. This actually is not the first time I've had a product from GPTOYS. I've had another model. I think it was a little older model. I don't know if it was any faster or slower, but it held up really well, still works. And the good thing is with this one, there's a degree of water resistance, so you're not going to submerge it, not ideally, but you can get it a little bit wet. As long as you stay in some shallower water, you should be fine, so that's good. The other one I had, similar, drove it through a lot of mud. It was always caked in mud. Works fine. Overall, the only thing you should really know as far as control goes with this, as far as I'm concerned, it's a lightweight vehicle, so if you're driving it on like gravel, which I have some gravel, then it's going to bounce a lot, and if you are driving it on concrete, it's going to be fine. So this is the actual car. Has a pretty good amount of travel in the suspension. Nice flat bottom, so it shouldn't really get hung up on anything. And it's a lot of plastic. Now there are some metal springs for the shocks, but there's a lot of plastic. But the one I have is pretty durable. I didn't have the pins in, so I was going to take those out anyway. So the pins come out, the body lifts up. It's not fully detachable, it's on a hinge, which is kind of nice because you have two less pins to worry about. The battery compartment is right here on the inside, these little wings. Flip out. I don't know if you can see that. Hopefully you can. So you pop those four wings out. That comes right off. And you drop your battery in. The battery's going to take a little bit, around an hour, a little bit more. I didn't time it exactly, but a little over an hour probably to charge, right an hour. And you probably get about 20 minutes of play. It really depends on how wide open you keep it. If you're going at it, all the time, obviously you're going to get a lot less than if you're just like really easy with this. But, it varies. So they do include 2 extra pins with this. They do include the battery that I mentioned. They have a battery charger, which has an LED right here, and it just plugs in. And it only plugs in one way, so no problem there. You have a little screwdriver, and that's going to be for the screw here on the remote. It uses 2 AA batteries, not included. And of course you have your off and on LED indicator. You have your adjustment for your steering, and then this wheel actually pops off, so if you want it to be a little bit easier to transport, slimmer, and then you just use it like that for steering, and then you have forward and reverse, a little trigger. You have your little wrench for your wheels, in case you have to tighten those up occasionally. The pins that I showed you, there's 4, and then next to last but not least, you have a couple of extra little gears in case you strip or break. Guess you could actually make some changes. And then you have your user manual. So that's pretty much the whole of the item. I just wanted to kind of show you what it looks like here. It's a little bit easier, it's cooler inside, and it's quieter, not a lot of traffic or anything. But I want to show you what this looks like in action. This doesn't break the 3. It doesn't break $100. It doesn't break the 3 number range, is what I was going to say. So it's not super expensive, but it's not the cheapest around. It's pretty quick, but it's not super fast. It's rated at 26 miles an hour. It's a 1/12 scale, 2.4 gigahertz for the remote. So It's probably really good for, well, kids or adults, either one, and especially for someone who doesn't want a really high-end, expensive model that's going to get broken. I don't know a lot about the availability of parts for this, but I did have another car similar, and I think that I was able to find a little bit of parts for them. So this is definitely not going to be the high-end parts all over, customizable, but there's a few parts when you need it to replace some of the different parts in the event you need it. But for the price, not bad. So I just wanted to show you that in here so it's quieter, show you what's included with it. But let's take a look at it actually in action. We'll look at it in a few different scenarios. And since it's been raining a lot, try not to get this one super muddy because it's such a pain to clean. And yeah, if you want to find out more, you can check out the link below the video. But overall, it's just a very lightweight, fun car. Like I say, great for kids or adults. So yeah, let's see what it can do and go play. That's what the fun part is anyway, right? Thanks for watching. Okay, let's play. Hopefully you'll be able to see this. Kicking rocks up on myself. So obviously very hard to control on gravel. Anyway, it's kind of warm out here. Just wanted to show you that really quick. Range is pretty good. Obviously here I don't even have the space to actually test it in its full range. We'll take it to another location, play with it a little bit more, maybe show it a little bit more on the range. Yeah, other than that, you can see it goes through grass. Hopefully you're seeing enough of that. I said it's kind of small and the camera angle and everything. I don't have anybody here to actually follow the car around, zoom in, zoom out. So hopefully you got some idea. I'm throwing gravel all over the place. I got to clean up a few of the rocks out of the yard now. But anyway, it's fun to play with. Just you probably want a little bit more of like a dirt surface. Something that's a little less bumpy if you really want to be able to control it better. So there you go. Alright, check out some more video of this thing in action. Alright, I don't know what kind of range this camera is going to show, but try to give you some idea of what this can do on concrete and give you a little bit of idea of the range, hopefully. Okay, so let's see what we can do. Alright, so hopefully that gives you a little bit of idea of the range. I've got a camera on the top of it, so it's got a little more extra weight, so I don't want to take it too fast as far as turning goes. Probably affects the top speed a little bit, of course, but that gives you a little bit of idea. It's way more easy to control, as you can see. It doesn't bounce around and turn every which way, and it went through the grass no problem. So anyway, that gives you a little bit of an idea of what you can expect with this, but it's fun to play with. So anyway, again, check out more with the link below the video if you're interested, and yeah, otherwise, thanks for watching. So my favorite place is inside. So if you happen to have some kind of smooth concrete, or maybe, I don't know if it works on a gym floor, but something like that works even better. So even better when you have a smooth surface indoors like this. It's a little slippery, so it's not easy to control, but it's still fun. Okay, I think we've played enough. So, check out the link below if you want to find out more. Thanks. In case it wasn't really visible before, hopefully you'll better be able to see now. If I pop this battery cover off, I don't think I showed you this earlier. You've got your little, looks like antenna here, and you got your power switch right there. You'll flip that off and on. Of course, you have your connector for your battery. It only goes one way. Has the little locking piece right there. Clips in. So anyway, just wanted to show you that a little bit closer up since I didn't get to show you that really well before. You can also see underneath in the other portions as well as the suspension. Okay, so there you go. A little closer look. Thanks.